Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of the Get Down. I am, of course, your host, the Hammer.
I'm your boy Snake.
Amingo D.
I had
Yeah.
to get in there before he reached that mute button.
All right. And before we get started, I'd like to apologize. I know it's been a minute since seeing each other. I missed you guys, but you know, life happens and technology can suck sometimes. Yes, I know. I'm, part of the geeks and I said technology. Anyway, bad things happened and some stuff got corrupted and couldn't get done. It's my fault. I apologize for that. But hey, we're here now. So let's talk some game talk. So first up, Nintendo. Two things, Nintendo actually. There is a speculated price point. Speculated. It's not official, but it is speculated for a price point of a new Switch that everybody's calling the Switch Pro, I think. They're saying that it's probably going to run an additional $50 to $100 from the price of Switch now. So looking at $300-400 for a Switch Pro if it were to come out like tomorrow. And this again is just speculation. The head of Nintendo Japan has said that they're not even anywhere close to revealing it, which they'll say that, and then 3 months from now we'll get a reveal and oh, Switch Plus, and it's like, oh well, we knew this. So just I will keep that, I'll keep up with that, and I'll let you guys know anything else that pops up about that. It's supposed to have some NVIDIA technology in it to help the graphics. It's supposed to be the big upgrade with the Switch Pro, is graphic enhancement. But again, it's not official, but be prepared to, if you like a Switch and you want a new one, maybe $50 to $100 more expensive. Secondly, with Nintendo, 35th anniversary of Mario. 35th anniversary Mario, they had a deal where you could get, I think it's Mario Galaxy, and I think Mario 64 was a part of it. Either way, the 35th anniversary copy after the last day of March, March 31st, is no longer purchasable. Nintendo is 100% set in stone on this. They said that 31st will be the last day. You can't go buy a physical copy. I'm pretty sure you could probably find one if you find one like in GameStop. But the main way that people have been purchasing it has been digitally, and you will not be able to buy it digitally anymore. They're taking it off of the Nintendo marketplace. And the only thing they said they will honor after the last day of March will be codes that were purchased beforehand. So if you bought a code and you just hadn't done it, they'll honor it because you paid your money, but you will not be able to go on and purchase a code to purchase the game online or anywhere else anymore. No more distribution. That'll be it. It's a limited time thing, and they are sticking to their guns. And they said no, that is it. So if you like to have 35th anniversary Mario, you better hurry up because you got till the end of March, end of this month, and time is ticking. So go make sure you get that. Now, quick tidbit, something I did see. Apparently, Rainbow Six Siege and Resident Evil are doing a collab. Yes, earlier this year we had Division 2 and Resident Evil. Now it's Resident Evil and Rainbow Six. And it looks as if the little bit they showed, it looks as if it's just a skin and some clothing, maybe some weapons. The whole reveal had Jill Valentine in her Stars uniform. It actually did look pretty dope, in the graphics of like Rainbow Six. Like it looked pretty dope. But as that's about all they revealed right then, is that there's gonna be that stuff. I don't know if there's gonna be additional content, if they're gonna do, you know, if there's gonna be a special level, if there's something with the characters. They have not said that yet. They hadn't said if there's a game type, but they did show Jill in her Stars uniform, and they showed little icons as if you can unlock the different pieces, like the hat, there was her service pistol, things like that. And I'm assuming a skin because they kept showing her. So maybe you get like a skin where you can turn your character into Jill from Resident Evil. So something else to look forward to, Resident Evil fans like myself, if you play Rainbow Six, check that out. They did not have a release date on it yet. There was no release date. It was just a reveal trailer that is going to happen. It did not have a release date on it. Once I get one, I will make sure to inform you when that is. But again, I'll be looking out for it. Make sure you look out for it. Let me know in the comments if you have gotten a date and I just don't know it. Let me know, because then we can definitely share that, and that'll let the whole community know, hey, you can get it on this date. All right. So, Microsoft. And we're all going to talk about this because Microsoft is on a roll. And I should have known that they weren't done, but it's kind of one of those things where you think like, $7.5 billion, you think you would like calm down after a little bit. But apparently, Microsoft is in discussions, and it's very, very new discussions, but it is discussions with the people that do uh, for Discord, the Discord servers. Um, I'm gonna get opinions on this because Discord, if you don't know, Discord is kind of like, I hate to say this, but Microsoft. It's kind of like Microsoft Teams. I know you know what that is. It was terrible. It was really bad. Um, I know a lot of people that use it, and it's an interesting thing because, in my opinion, what it opens a door for, because a lot of people use it for streaming. They communicate over the stream, like while they're streaming games and whatnot, and they talk on the Discord. It allows that, and I'm interested to see with them talking to the people that make Discord. And Phil Spencer is directly involved. He is directly involved with this. I'm wondering if they're going to maybe try to integrate that in with, or let it take the place of the communication system and the matchmaking for Xbox Live. Because if we integrate that, it allows for not only communication between the people that you're playing with, but you could be talking to somebody that's not even playing a game. You could be talking to somebody that's playing a PC game, playing something different, and it not affect what you're doing. Now you can kind of do that now with Xbox, like with the regular communication deal, but with Discord, it would be even more detailed to the point where, because there's some people that want to like talk to people that aren't gaming, that are doing this, and they have to get on the Xbox and have to get in the chat and have to do this. But with Discord, they could just be on a laptop at work and log in and talk to you while you're playing the game. And if you're on streaming, they can watch your stream and then talk to you while you're playing the game. And they don't have to be on the actual Xbox network because it's Discord. So I wanted to ask my boys, what you personally think about that. Like, is Discord, it's still kind of new to some people, but I've seen it being used. It does seem kind of nice. I just want to know if y'all think it's going to be a positive thing or a negative thing, especially with them tinkering with the matchmaking, which I personally believe is like damn near flawless on Xbox. It's been like that for a long time. That's been the one highlight to me of Xbox Live, is that the matchmaking was superb from day one. So what do you guys think? I'm just curious.
Um, I don't think it's any different than like what I mean they're already doing. I mean, Discord's been around. It's just that's kind of just an added feature that they're or upgraded feature of what they've already been doing. Like just like what was that? It was something that I can't think the it was another thing that did the same thing where they started out as one uh, Facebook, like Facebook. Facebook started out as one way, and then next thing you know, now they have freaking streaming. Like, like they didn't have streaming at first, like game streaming. So now you can stream games, like because Mixer went away.
Yeah.
So I think it's good personally. I mean, it's everybody's got to go uh, get better, doing things. Like it's just part of growing. I mean, we wouldn't have Facebook wouldn't be the way it is now if they'd stopped. So
True. Very true.
I'm game.
Right.
I would say that it depends on the collaborators or the people over Discord and whatever the final contract is, because is this something that Phil Spencer and the Xbox team, Microsoft team are trying to and like incorporate as far as like take over and make that a Microsoft thing, or are they trying to just like just have a certain thing? Because what Discord reminds me of, because like I said, it's been like Snake just said, it's been out for a while. It reminds me of like if you take Twitch and WhatsApp and you mold it together, mixed with Patreon kind of sort of, because I know whenever I've used Discord, I use it to buy a video game from, or to communicate with the people that I bought a video game a long time ago from a Kickstart. It's weird. But I did something like that, and they were using Discord to kind of like talk to everybody who purchased the game and tell you the updates and stuff like that. So I guess it would depend on that. If Microsoft is using it in that capacity, and they're maybe paying a whole lot to the people of Discord to have their own little setup that's a little bit more advanced than everybody else use Discord, I don't see no problem with that. If they're trying to buy the entire thing, then that may become a problem, because a lot of people may not like that. Then people are like, oh, you're becoming a monopoly. I mean, they're already saying that now, but then they might just say, oh, what are you gonna do, or will PC people be able to still integrate? But I honestly, I don't think they're doing it. I think they just want their own little spot to make it, like you said before, easier for the matchmaking and for them to communicate with people outside of Xbox, which I think is good, because I think that just allows them to probably do the thing of, oh, we're gonna put ads on here. So while you're on here on PC and you're talking to your boy on his Xbox, an ad pops up and says Game Pass. You can get all these games and more, blah blah. And he's like, huh, okay. He's typing and he sees another ad and he clicks on it. Next thing you know, he's buying Microsoft stuff. That might be the way to do it, which is smart. Who knows? They might try this right there, or because and cross-platform might say, hey, while you're here, why don't you cross-platform and play the game with them? I mean, so that's the way I think they would be doing. If I were them, I would do it that way, honestly. But who knows? Either way, I think it's a good thing if they're going that way. If they're trying to buy it, I don't know, that could be problematic. But as long as they're if they're trying to do it the other way, I think it's good. So there you go.
Dope. I can agree with pretty much what both of y'all said. It could be a good or a bad thing. Because Bingo brought up a good point. It could kind of turn into a, I think if they treat it like they treat Bethesda, I think it'll be fine. Was it Square Enix? Yeah. But they're allowing them to continue to do what they've been doing. They're not really interfering. Matter of fact, they're Phil Spencer's taking notes, and he's basically using their technology to make the games better on Xbox, which we already talked about. That's mega smart. Like, that's super smart. Especially since they helped design the console. Like, why would you not buy and partner with the people who helped you design it, who obviously had their tech in mind? So those games are going to run impeccably well on the new machine. So that's intelligent. Maybe, with Phil Spencer being involved in it, I'm not as afraid, because he's made some really, really great decisions, especially here of late when buying companies, and how to treat purchasing the companies, not just trying to take over and like, well, you're Xbox now, so you're gonna do this. And it's like, nah, you know what? Yeah, we bought you, but you obviously know how to do this, so we bought you. Now we're gonna get the hell out of the way. If you need some money, let us know, but keep making stuff. I think that's the appropriate way to handle it. So we'll see.
Also, bro, I just thought about this, the whole Xbox thing. I just realized that, like globally, over PC does better than Xbox and PlayStation globally, and I think that's what Phil Spencer's trying to do. I think he's trying to really, especially in the Japanese market, he's trying to push Xbox more, because Xbox has been a little lower in the Japanese market. So you get Bethesda, you get Square Enix, you get this Discord thing that a lot of them overseas people use a lot, and then push. Next thing you know, more money. So that, yeah, I agree. That's smart. Why keep it in America where you can just take it globally? That's I'm down with that.
Smart business moves. Speaking of business moves, also, side note that kind of fits in with this part, Xbox Xbox Live is getting a name change. It is officially going to be called Xbox, or Xbox Online is getting a name change. It's going to be Xbox Network.
And
Now, here's how this works. Hold on, because
man,
I was tripping out at first. Hold on. Here's the deal. Here's how it works. It's Xbox Network for all of their online platform, right? But
because they're buying out PlayStation. That's why.
hold on. But but you have like to play online like multiplayer on Xbox, you still purchase Xbox Live. That service is still called Live. But I think what they're getting ready to do, and I think it's part of the deal with them trying to get Discord, is they're getting ready to just have their own. They want the whole thing to be called a network, and then there's things within the network. So like Xbox Live, oh, that's your, multiplayer gaming thing, and then you have like the Xbox Store, which is a part of the network, and then you have this and this, but they're going to call the entire thing in entirety Xbox Network. So, side note, that did happen too. That is an official thing. Phil Spencer spoke on that. Said yes, that is happening, but it doesn't change anything. You can still get Game Pass and all the cool stuff, and you still have Xbox Live, and it's fine. Just the whole thing is called something different. Just side note. You calm down, Snake. Snake about to lose his shit. He's like, oh damn, bought PlayStation. Well, the world is over.
Well, if they did buy PlayStation, I wouldn't. I'd be like, "Ha!" and rub it in Mingo's face.
I wouldn't be mad.
It's not happening. It's not happening.
I think it would be the best of
I
both worlds.
mean, PlayStation already uses Xbox's live.
They use their servers, bro. Like their online servers are now like Windows.
Quiet.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Quiet.
Well,
Shut up. Right.
it was a smart move by them because the servers they were using before were complete garbage, and everybody knows that. So it's one of the things you kind of swallow your pride, say, all right, look, we still our own entity, but we need to buy this. So you have this. We'll go ahead and pay you for this. We just need to use these servers because they work better. And they did it. I applauded the move. I was like, not even because I'm an Xbox fan, just because I'm like, thank you, because you guys notorious for like bad things happen on their online servers. Like I genuinely felt bad. Like I had friends that had PlayStation. They'd be like, man, the online is while it's fun, it's just god dang, there's always something. It was always down. People were getting hacked and credit card information getting out. I mean, it was a thing, and it wasn't Sony's fault directly. It was just they were bad servers. So I mean, the fact that they finally did that, I thought it was smart. I mean, I'm not gonna hold it against them because they went and got, it's a
Yeah.
computer company first. Okay, you go to the computer company to get your damn service, and they got.
You seen that? It was this cartoon. It's old with the coyote and the sheepdog. They both clock in, and then when they clock in, they enemies. They fighting. They're going, and the sheepdog trying to stop the coyote because the coyote trying to get all the sheep. It's the Looney Tunes episode, and they did a bunch of them. And then when the horn below, in other words, time to clock out, work's over with 9 to 5. They both clock out, and they're like, "All right, Bob, all right, Jim," or whatever their names were,
Yeah,
Ralph, whatever. And then that's what that is. It's like Sony and Microsoft can get along outside of consoles. They probably cool in the mud, go eat, but when the console war happened, they just that's what that reminds me of. I like that. I ain't too mad about that.
Right. I agree. And I think it's what helped start pushing cross-platform too. The fact that they have same servers, it's got to be easy to do that now with same servers. It's got to be. You can't tell me it's not way easier to do that with same servers now. You're a liar if you tell me that. And yes, I said that. Anybody that works for any of those companies says that I'm lying. You message me in the box and tell me why it's not easy now. But you got the same server. Tell me. We can. You can call me on the phone. We can talk about it. Gang member.
Yeah, my
Anyway.
friend.
Last up, real quick, GameStop. And listen, GameStop has been in trouble for a long time, except for that little instance where whatever happened with GameStop. I didn't even talk about that because it happened it was such a quick thing and it happened so fast. I was like, what in the hell is it? Why is everybody losing their mind over GameStop? And then I saw what the stock shot up to, and then everybody was like, holy shit, and people laid a lot of money, and yeah, but apparently they're still in trouble. they've been doing cutbacks. Um, According to this meeting that they had, they were telling people that they did. It was their oh gosh, it's where the stock the people that own stocks can listen in on a meeting and they kind of give them the rundown of like the first quarter and everything, like quarterly meeting. Basically, they're telling them they've been doing cutbacks. They've been doing cutbacks since like 2019, because in 2019 they lost like $738 million, and then the next time around they actually reduced their loss to like 400 and something million, and then this last year in 2020 they got it down to 200 and I think $245 million loss. So it's been progressively going down in what they're losing. And it's with them, doing cutbacks and getting rid of certain things. And, you know, it kind of to me puts the writing on the wall, because it's like physical copies are becoming a thing in the past slowly. I mean, you can still get a console, and I'll get a console with a disc drive, but I download like 98% of my games like anymore, because it's right there, and it's you just do it, walk away for a while, come back, and the game is there. You already purchased it. You ain't gotta go to the store, fight people. So what they are talking about doing is focusing more and putting more money into the e-commerce. They call it the e-commerce arena is what they call it, but the area of e-commerce, which means instead of getting physical copies of games there more often, you're going to see more of those little cards hanging on the wall. And the thing about that for me is, yeah, you can do that. That means you're going to be selling new games, but then used games are going to become a thing of the past. And you won't really have a use to keep disc games anymore. Once, I mean, it's like I said, it's been kind of inevitable ever since they started the online purchase. You can download. It was a thing, but it's starting to be that even more. And I think they're beginning to notice it, and they're shifting their focus to um, codes by downloadable. You put a code in, download a game. They're thinking about selling those, and they're gearing up more for accessories for consoles and PCs. So more your keyboards, more of your, even they were talking about doing TVs and monitors, and gaming mice and controllers for the Xbox, PlayStation headsets. That's what they're talking about turning into. So be on the lookout for that. I kind of felt like it was coming. I stepped foot in the Xbox, in the Xbox. Of course I did. I stepped foot into a GameStop not that long ago, and I did notice that they have reduced the amount, because the wall, it used to be like from wall wrapped around to the other wall of like games from new and used, Switch or Wii or whatever it was. And then you had like PlayStation have a big old section, Xbox had this huge section, and then you had like sections in the middle. They were like used copies of games and all random stuff. Now, man, it was almost disappointing. Like I looked in there, there was a little section of Xbox, there was a little section of PlayStation, there was an even smaller section of Switch. They had one shelf with used like Wii games.
I mean, most of that's because of downloading.
Yeah, and that's the deal. I mean, they had more stock of T-shirts and like pop figures and downloadable the codes
That's
hanging.
because of Think Nerdy or Think Geek.
Yeah,
Because Think Geek, they had to buy Think Geek out instead of because they were partnered, but
right.
they ended up just kind of consolidating, I guess, or
Yeah, well, it kind of had to. They got to put something in the store, because there's no, like, people have no reason to go in there anymore. And I see why now. Like I said, it was bare bones. I mean, there was some cool like figures, like collectibles and stuff. Like it was totally set for that, and the T-shirts were dope. But as far as games, this place is called GameStop. There just was not. I mean, even with the Magic the Gathering cards and a few Pokemon cards, there wasn't even a lot of that. Like it was really depressing the way they fixed that store. So
Yeah.
said all that, just to say, I think the writing's on the wall. I think we only got a few more years of GameStop, and it's probably going to be obsolete or a name change, and they won't sell games anymore. They'll just sell cards with codes and you know accessories and TVs. I think that's where it's going. So be on the lookout for that. If you look up in your GameStop, and they're planning on closing some more stores too. They did say that there's more stores that are going to be closing. So it's getting to that point, and they may just go completely e-commerce, like straight up just online. Go to GameStop.com, order a TV or whatever you want, which I think will completely kill them because you can order a TV on Amazon for probably half the price. But we'll see. We shall see. But that that story right there will be the end of another episode of the Get Down. So, as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget, watching this video, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, talk to us, and share. Make sure you share it. If you're on Facebook, definitely comment. I try to check that thing often. Comment. Let me know. If I get something wrong, tell me. If you find out more information before I do, let us know. We like info. We like to talk to people. Give it a share on Facebook. I'm sure you got friends you got, you play games with. Throw it up there, man. Give it a share. And thanks again for watching. We'll see y'all next week on the Get Down.
Talk nerdy to me.